Okay, so here we are with our Elddis Explore caravan. This is the basics of how to set the caravan up for first timers when you're on site. First instruction, you will have a leaflet and forms and all of your manuals to refer to, but this is just a basic guide. First step is to put all four legs down and make sure the caravan is level by leveling it with the jockey wheel and side to side with blocks. Once you've got all four legs down, generally open all the cupboards then. This cupboard here is your battery box, and this is where you would plug your mains electric into. Do not plug the mains electric in yet. On the front here, this is where your gas will sit. 2 gas bottles, generally connected at point of collection. So the first thing we would do is go inside the van and get your water pump out, which is normally located in the sink. The water pump will look like this. Drops into your aqua roll, which should be full of water, and the pump plugs into the side of the van and bring the lid down just to stop the pressure pushing the pump out. The water pump is now connected. This is the flue for your water heater for gas. You don't need to touch this. We then step inside the van. Inside the van here, you'll need to locate the water heater, which is generally on the other side of where you've plugged the water pump. The yellow drain valve that you can see over in the corner there, at the moment that's in the open position. That means it's going to dump the water straight out the bottom of the van. We need to close that by simply turning it 90 degrees. Once you've turned it and it's closed, you can then pop your seats back down. We then need to come to the control panel and locate your pump switch. So turn your master switch on. This will turn your lights, etc. on. You then turn your pump switch on. That now activates your pump, and you must make sure all the taps are in the closed position. Once your pump switch is on, come to the sink and turn your hot tap on. What you will find is you'll expel all of the air out of the system. So for between 2 and 4 minutes, you'll just have air and spitting coming out of the tap. When it starts to come out in a constant stream of cold water, you then know that you've filled the boiler and you've now filled the system. If it goes on any longer than this, just double check that you've closed the drain valve, the yellow drain valve, properly. When you've got a steady stream of cold water, just switch the tap off. You can now light the hot water, as in you can command it whether you want it to work on electric or gas. The next step is to plug your electric lead in. This is why we don't plug the electric lead in until now, because if the water heater has been left on, you'll burn it out. Locate and push in. Walk back inside the van. You will see when the pump's running, you'll have a red light come on the control panel. Okay, so to light the hot water system, your water heating control, push to turn it on. Okay, at the moment now that's selected on gas and electric. By pressing it again, you can have 1 kilowatt of electric, 2 kilowatts of electric, or on gas. So basically just select which one. The 2 symbols together, this is a boost function. So if you're just about to have a shower and you want the water to heat up quicker, just put it on boost, but you must make sure you've got the gas connected for this. So again, off position, 1 kilowatt of electric, that will heat the water a bit slower. 2 kilowatts of electric, if you've got the ampage on the site to use that, and just gas. 1 kilowatt of boost, 2 kilowatts of boost. Once you've got the hot water hot, you don't need to switch it off every time. It's thermostatically controlled, it can stay on. what we would ensure you do is make sure that the aqua roll never runs out of water. So my advice at this point is to go and fill the aqua roll back up. To operate the caravan's heating, very similar. Select by turning it on. You can have, again, 2 kilowatts of electric, 3 kilowatts of electric, or gas. And this then becomes your room temperature. Okay. The nighttime mode on the moon means it just runs quieter. And the frost setting, that isn't air conditioning, it just blows cool air. To turn the heating off, just press that again. The functions of the fridge, very similar on all caravans. To turn the fridge on, push the button there and select which function you want it to work on. So at the moment, the plug, this will now work on electric. If you put it on the flame, it will work on gas, and the battery symbol is designed to run when the car is connected, so it runs off the car battery only when the engine's running. Adjust your temperature on the fridge, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Generally leave it on maximum. On the front of the fridge you will see a sticker here, and this is if the gas goes off or the fridge goes off when it's on gas, it will make an alarm noise, which I will demonstrate. If the fridge alarm's on gas, you must push and hold the caution button to reset it. That's designed just to shut the valve off to stop the gas coming through. Again, you can refer to your manual on that if there's any issues. The microwave, self-explanatory, works just off of electrics and nothing else. And again, you will have a full instruction pack for that. The cookers on the Explorers are just gas. Again, very simple to operate. Just push and hold the knob to turn those. When you first use the gas system, we recommend that you push and hold and leave the big burner on for a while, just to purge all the air through from the gas system. You must make sure this lid is fully back, and please don't drop the lid down when the cooker is still hot, it will shatter. Your waste container on the outside of the caravan. Will sit like this, and these are your 2 waste outlets. And the simple 2 bits of pipe just run into the wastewater, and all that is just grey water from your shower and your sink. And the last thing is the toilet, very simple to operate. So inside, you do what we need to do, and then there's a grey lever on the bottom of the toilet. By sliding that lever forward or side to side, that will open the trap inside the toilet, as you can see, and that drops all the waste into the cassette, which we empty from the outside. On the top of the toilet by the flush, there will be a picture of the cassette, which you can see here, and there's a red light inside or next to that. When that illuminates, that's telling you that the cassette needs emptying. The blue button is for the flush. By pressing that, the electric flush fluid will come through. To empty the cassette is on the outside. This is where you fill the flush fluid, normally about 3.5 litres of pink fluid. So pink for the top and blue fluid for the cassette. To empty the cassette itself, just drop the door down, lift the orange lever up and slide the whole cassette out. It's perfectly hygienic, you don't come into any contact with the waste. There will be a cap on here. So wheel it across to the toilet point, you've got the wheels. To empty it, unscrew the lid that will be on here, pop that down the drain and push this button for the air to expel. Once that cassette's completely empty, the cap that goes on here is a measuring cup. You fill that with blue fluid, tip it in there, put the cap on, and simply slide it back in until it clicks. You will only be able to take that cassette out of the toilet with the blade closed on the inside. Please refer to any manuals or give us a ring if there's any problems. Many thanks.